What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we're going to be going over one of the best comeback decks in Clash Royale. If you know what a comeback deck is, it basically means that you place elixir collectors and you get a little few pushes off, but tiny pushes, and you just try to defend your towers as much as you can until double elixir. When your elixir is flowing, you got some pumps down as well, and then you hit them with your secret weapon, which in my case is the Three Musketeers. It throws them completely off guard, and you just walk in there and take the 3 crown. This deck is really good at that. It's really heavy as well, which is why I do have this elixir collector. I did have a few replays to show you guys, but they're so buried in my attack log right now, there's no chance of even finding them. So we're going to go out here and do a live battle, and hopefully we can get some good battles with this deck. So here we're going up against a level 10. He's at 3086, and we have our Witch, our Mini P.E.K.K.A, and 3 Musketeers in our deck. But we don't want to show this guy that we do have the 3 Musketeers just yet. We need to save that for double elixir. So I'm going to start off by dropping down my Witch behind my King Tower. And I might go ahead and drop down my Giant in front of her, because he dropped his elixir collector behind his tower. So I'm going to drop down my Giant in front of my Witch. Also going to drop down my Mini P.E.K.K.A behind him. And this should be a huge push. All he has right now is his Princess, which will be taken out right about now with my arrows. And those Spear Goblins did get taken out by the Witch and that Mini P.E.K.K.A. The Mini P.E.K.K.A still has a little bit of health left, but his Mini P.E.K.K.A will take out mine. The Witch is still behind my Giant, taking out his tower. He's basically out of elixir right now. The Giant's still strong. The Witch is still healthy. And we just took down that first crown tower right there, taking out his elixir collector as well. And we're also advancing towards this King Tower. So we're going to get a little bit of damage here. Obviously, we're not going to get the 3 crown yet, but we're doing a little bit of damage with that Witch, knocking his King Tower all the way down to about 3,300 hit points. So now I'm going to go ahead and build up another push just like the one that we did. I would go for the 3 crown, but I don't think it's late enough in the battle. It's way too early. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did on the left side. Drop down my Giant in front of my Witch, as well as my Mini P.E.K.K.A, but I'm actually going to wait because I knew that Princess was coming. So I'm going to use my arrows on her, and now I'm going to drop down an Ice Wizard to take out this miner. The Giant has made it all the way to the tower, but he drops down a Tesla and some Spear Goblins to take him out. The Witch and the Ice Wizard are focused on that Tesla right now. It goes down pretty quick, and now these Spear Goblins are gone as well. So now we're advancing towards this tower, doing a little bit more damage. The Witch is locked on, the Ice Wizard is locked on, and he's going to drop down an elixir collector, so I'm just going to take this time to do the exact same thing. At this point, he hasn't seen our 3 Musketeers, and that is the whole point of this deck. But now that we're in double elixir, I think we can actually go for the 3 crown right here. I'm going to start off by dropping down my Giant in front of this Witch. I need to arrow that Princess over there. I don't really care what his miner does. I also hit the Spear Goblins with those arrows, which is great. And now that I don't know how much elixir he has, I'm just going to go ahead and drop down my 3 Musketeers and see what they can do. It definitely catches your opponent off guard when you do that. I'm going to drop down my Ice Wizard behind them as well. But he does have a poison spell, and I know he has a zap too. So that might actually take out my 3 Musketeers, but not before they do so much damage to that King Tower. They locked on, and they did heavy damage. It doesn't look like we're actually going to get this 3 crown, but honestly, you can tell that we basically got the 3 crown right here. Our Giant would have got there and taken it out, or the next push would have definitely done something, but we got really close to that 3 crown, knocking his King Tower all the way down to 331 hit points. You guys just saw how awesome this deck is. The 3 Musketeers are still pretty good. Mine are only level 7. They're really close to level 8, so maybe when I get that, they'll be even better. And my Giant's still level 7 too. But my Mini P.E.K.K.A is level 8, my Witch is level 4. So my cards are pretty high, but even if yours aren't this high, I still think you could do pretty good with this deck. So that battle worked out perfectly. We're going to go into another one right here. This guy's another level 10. This guy's at 3,300 trophies though. The last one was a little bit lower than him. So maybe this guy's a bit better, but then again, trophies don't always mean skill. He's going to drop down an elixir collector, the same thing that I did. So right now we're both at 7 elixir. I'm saving up for my Witch right here. And now that we got that elixir from the collector, I'm going to go ahead and drop her down. But my Giant is not available. So maybe I'll wait to drop down my Mini P.E.K.K.A and then my Giant as soon as he gets into my deck. The elixir collector is going to help, and I'm totally ignoring that Royal Giant right there, which probably isn't the smartest idea. I really need to go over here and finish that off. So I'm going to drop down my Minion Horde on that Ice Wizard and the Royal Giant. But my Mini P.E.K.K.A makes it to his left tower, as well as the Witch and the Giant. I think we just took out that left tower right there, and we defended the push on the right side. The Minion Horde shredded that Royal Giant. It's also doing some damage on that right tower. The Mini P.E.K.K.A is already at the King Tower doing some damage, so is the Witch. We already dropped down that King Tower to 20, oh my gosh, below 1,900 hit points, 1,853. The Mini P.E.K.K.A does so much damage. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. The Witch should take out these barbarians right here, no problem at all. Her splash damage plus the skeletons are always a great distraction. But now as she comes closer towards the bridge, I'm going to save up for my Giant, and I really want to place my 3 Musketeers in behind, but we're not in double elixir quite yet, so I don't think I can. So I'm going to drop, oh, and I just dropped down a Minion Horde right in front of a poison spell. so that probably wasn't the best idea. But he still hasn't seen our 3 Musketeers, so I think that once double elixir comes, we can get a push off that will get the 3 crown. As of right now, it looks like we dropped that tower down to 1,000 hit points, and he's going to go for a push on the right side. I'm going to completely ignore that push over there. Drop down an elixir collector. I don't even care how close he gets to my king tower. I am going for this 3 crown, and I will get it for sure. So down goes my witch, down goes an ice wizard, as well as my giant. And as soon as I get 9 elixir, I'm going to go ahead and drop down my 3 musketeers, because he's wasting all of his elixir on the right side. Honestly, I don't even need my 3 musketeers. My troops on the left are going to take out that tower alone. The 3 musketeers, all they do is take out that cannon, step up in front of that king tower, take 1 shot, and down it goes for another 3 crown. This deck is just way too good. If we can go out here and get another win with this, that would be amazing. So let's jump back into another live battle and see what we can do. So now that we actually have our giant in the starting hand, I'm going to drop him down behind my king tower. Looks like he's going to be pushing the right side. I got to be careful because I don't want him doing too much. But I will be arrowing these minions and the miner as soon as they get close enough. That should be 3 elixir right there. Take all of them out. And the miner did a little bit of damage, but not too much. I still have my giant on the left side, so I will be dropping down my ice wizard and probably my mini P.E.K.K.A. right behind him. I could have dropped down my my 3 musketeers, but I do not want him knowing that I have them so early in the battle. That Valkyrie right there is doing a lot of damage. The ice spirit definitely helps in taking out those troops as well. The giant made it to the tower, but he's only getting a few shots off because the ice wizard and the minions are just pounding him away. But my witch takes care of those minions, and now she's got to work on this ice wizard. The miner did a little bit of damage to my left tower, about the same amount he did to my right tower. But now I'm going to drop down my giant in front of that witch that has a little bit of health left, maybe protect her for a little bit. But the ice wizard is doing a little bit of splash damage to her. I'm expecting him to drop like a Valkyrie or a troop right behind that witch. There goes the Valk to take out the witch. The ice wizard is still alive though. However, the giant's on that tower doing a little bit of damage. He hasn't gotten too many hits off. I got to arrow these troops right here. Hopefully they got the ice spirit and the ice wizard. But now I have nothing to defend against this hog rider. He's got a poison spell down as well. This is not good. The Valkyrie went down luckily, but the hog rider is just smacking away at our tower. That was a really good push for him. He got our tower all the way down to 179. But hopefully I can show you guys why this deck is called the comeback deck. I've had so many replays where I've lost the tower immediately and this guy was just sitting here pounding away at my towers. But I've came back from quite a few of them and gotten the 3 crown with my 3 musketeers. He still doesn't know that we have them, so that is the perfect scenario right here. I just need one single push that can throw him off guard. Hopefully we can use that to get to the king tower. But we do need to defend a little bit. This miner just took out our left tower, not too worried about that. He's going to zap our minions, but not before they take out that Valkyrie. And now all we have to do is deal with this ice wizard. So right now I'm going to go ahead and build up my massive push. He's wasting all of his elixir on our right lane, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. I dropped down my giant in front of that witch, and here come the 3 musketeers. So as long as I can get to this tower and take it out before time runs out, we should be good and be able to get that 3 crown. Down goes that tower right there. The miner is a desperate attempt to defend this push. The minion horde goes down as well. Another witch, and this right here is why this deck is called the comeback deck. All of those troops are swarming that king tower right there, doing so much damage. Down goes that king tower instantly. 8 seconds to overtime, we got another 3 crown. And that right there, my friends, is why we call this deck the comeback deck. It is so good. Make sure you guys try it out if you do have these cards. But that's all I really have to show you guys for this deck. The replays speak for themselves. Those were all live battles, 3 in a row. We did great with that deck. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for more Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.